We'll be starting here in just about 5 minutes. I know it's 10 minutes on the clock ticker thing there, but it's going to be about 5 minutes, I would think. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Big game last night. Big Cubs game winning last night. That's kind of crazy. All right, just getting to my Periscope here. Hopefully you're enjoying the background music there. Hopefully it's not too loud. Typing on these little phones, man, it's really difficult. All right, hopefully that'll work there. Stefan, where you at, buddy? All right, hopefully we're going to get started here. My phone on airplane mode here. And what I'm doing here is I'm just looking at Facebook. I'm seeing if it's actually posting. Let's refresh that. There we are. All right, cool. Probably got one live viewer because it's probably me. All right, so now that's over on the other page there. And you know what? I forgot to grab some of my questions off the printer. So I'll do that here in just a minute. Alright, so let's see how this is going to work with my CPU. Looks like it might be a little too much here. So I'll probably have to shut it down here. But at least we got it out there. Okay, I'll be right back and we'll get this show started. All right, we got a couple people watching. It's probably my wife. Hello, wife. Good morning to you. Just waiting on Stephen Cotton here. Okay. A couple people signed off. Hey, if you're watching us from Facebook here, like our page if you would. We just got 30 likes, so kind of excited about that. Like our page. Would appreciate that. So I'm just setting some things up here. I'll put that over there. All right, Stefan, where you at, buddy? Okay, I'm on Facebook, so if I don't know if I can see your questions. If you have any questions, not sure if you have any questions, but we should be starting here momentarily. Stefan just sent me a text saying he's logging in right now. Hello. All right, I may start without him anyway. And then he can just log in when he's ready. Hopefully I'm a little entertaining. I'm actually kind of boring right now. This is kind of awkward. My co-host is leaving me hanging here a little bit. All right, we're going to start this thing, I think. Get this party started here. All right, Stefan. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me, Smalls. All right, we'll get started here in just a minute. I'm kind of trying to stall here a little bit for Stefan. Hey, again, if you are watching us from Facebook, please like our Facebook page. We try to bring you valuable content that you can use when shopping for a home. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance a property, we certainly would love the opportunity to earn your business. So please do reach out to us. And if you're on Twitter and you're watching us on Twitter, I don't know if I don't think anybody's watching us just yet on Periscope. But if you are watching us from those platforms, please follow me on Periscope, follow me on Twitter, and you can always use the hashtag 22minutesAZ to reach out to us. I do search that, and we will put that out there. I probably should have some kind of funny videos or something playing right now. That's how I feel anyway. But we'll get it started here in about. I'm going to start without him here in about 2 seconds here. He's obviously having some technical difficulties. This is part of the deal with live video. So if you're a realtor out there watching this, live video doesn't always go as planned. We're not professional broadcasters, so to speak, but we try to bring, somewhat of a professional atmosphere to. He just texted me saying his screen is finally working. I may just start here without him. Here he comes. I think. So this setup, I have him on a separate screen over here. So when he blurps in, you can kind of hear him blurp in there. And it's thinking. Obviously, he's having some technical difficulties. Won't keep you waiting too much longer. If he can't get in, then I'm just going to start, and we're going to go from there. Again, I'm on Facebook. So if you go to my Facebook page, if you're watching us from Facebook, then you can message me right from there, and I'll be able to see the message and answer the question. So if you are on our Facebook page, I can certainly answer your question in real time. All right, I think maybe Chantel's wife is on there. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this part out, so bear with me, guys. I know, Stefan, where you at, man? You're leaving me hanging here for 10 minutes, bro. Okay, awkward. I have some sound effects. I probably can entertain people with sound effects. Hello? Holy moly, you're there.
Are we on?
We're kind of on. I've been kind of stalling here a little bit. We need to get going. Your mic isn't working, though. I think it's the mic of the computer.
Okay, let's do that again. How about now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Let's get this thing started, man. All right, we're going to start, guys. I'm on Facebook too, Stefan, so I'm watching, trying to monitor that as well. So it looks like we may have lost a couple people, but that's all right.
We'll get him back. Baby, come back.
All right.
Oh, it's just Jayson?
It's just me.
Click.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of 22 Minutes with Jayson and Stefan Cotton. Appreciate your patience there, having some technical difficulties, so our apologies to everyone who was waiting out there. Hey, as I said in the pre-show, if you're watching us from Facebook, please like and share our Facebook page with friends, family, or whoever you may know that is looking to buy, sell, or refinance a property, because we want to earn your business. So please like, share, and subscribe. Repeat.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. And if you're watching this on Periscope or on Twitter, please use that hashtag 22 minutes AZ. That is a way that I can search. So if you've got anything that you'd like to say, or for us to share or do on the show, use hashtag 22 minutes AZ, and we'll be sure to get back to you on that. And I probably should have done a little bit of a more proper introduction. I'm Jayson Bates, and this is
Over here.
Yeah, over here. I got to point the opposite direction because I got it mirrored. Stephen Cotton of the Cotton Group, West USA, out there in Goodyear. All right, so how you doing, man? You good?
Oh my goodness.
Rough weekend or morning, I guess.
It was weird because I was just refreshing the computer and I was chatting with somebody here at the office, and I was like, "Oh, it's still not refreshed yet. It's still not refreshed yet." And then it's like 8:55. I was like, "I got to get going," and then it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I apologize, everybody.
All right, no worries. We'll get to it. So we've got some questions that we get asked on a regular basis. We will try to answer them for you today. We would appreciate if you guys would send us questions, and we'd be more than happy to answer them for you. But these are questions that we get answered on a pretty regular basis, or asked on a pretty regular basis, and we'll attempt to answer those today. But before we get to that point, let's do today's tweet quote of the day. All right, so this is a little bit of a, I apologize about the profanity here for all you people if I, but I thought this was very, very appropriate, especially given last night's big win, historic win from the Cubs. As everybody may or may not know, Bill Murray is a big Cubs fan, and so this quote is brought to us from Bill Murray, and it says, "Life is so damn short. For F's sake, just do what makes you happy." And I think he was showing that last night.
Yes.
With his champagne spray in the locker room there of the Cubs.
I heard about it this morning on the radio. I wish I would have seen it, but
yeah, right. I know. I heard it was pretty funny last night. So that was entertaining. I didn't watch the game at all. I fell asleep. Yeah, I ended up falling asleep, and then I got woken up, and then I was kind of tossing and turning, and then of course my allergies kicked in, and oh man, it was bad.
That's I was driving back from a mastermind meeting during the rain delay, so I had like an hour drive home, and I heard the whole, like about a mile away from home is when they won it. So
yeah,
so I got to get the whole 10th inning.
Nice. Okay, so let's get to some of these questions here. I know prior to the show here, you had asked me to kind of go over some jumbo. So let's talk about jumbo here a little bit.
And this is it's not a question we get often.
Right.
But someone asked me this morning specifically, what are the rates for the jumbo loan?
So here's jumbo.
At 3.25. So
investor 2.5.
He's at 3.25.
Oh, he's at 3.25. Yeah, rates for jumbo loans aren't quite that low right now, especially on a purchase. Depends on your credit score. Depends on your how much in assets you have, how much money you're putting down. Those are all big factors in the jumbo world. Everybody, when we talk about jumbo, for all of those who may be shopping to get a jumbo loan or looking at a home that may be in need of jumbo financing, or maybe even selling a jumbo, that world is a smaller world than the conforming world. 417 and below is considered conforming. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Anything above 417 finance, not purchase price, but financed above 417 is considered jumbo. And in that world, there's fewer people in that pool, so to speak. And because of that, they're more susceptible to change. So when the economy turned and some jumbo loans went south, it affected them on a greater scale because there's fewer people in the pool than in the conforming side. So the restrictions on conforming are a little bit higher, a lot higher in a lot of cases, than what they are on the conforming side. So with that being said, jumbo, and I'm going to do a generalization here. I don't really like to quote specific rates for RESPA purposes and things like that, but jumbo, you can get a loan down, 640 even credit score on a jumbo, but the rate is pretty high, right? It's going to be pretty high. In fact, it's going to be fives in those types of situations. But for most people who are looking to get a jumbo loan, 700 is kind of the benchmark as far as a credit score goes to get a loan. And with a 700, you're going to be in the low fours as an interest rate. With a 720, you're going to be close to 4. Low 4s, maybe a high 3 depending on the market. And then 740 and above, you're going to be in the high 3s.
I think he's like 780.
Yeah. So you're going to be right in those high. He's going to be in those high 3s. Now that was on an 80% loan to value. Now if you're at a 65% loan to value, you might be closer to the mid 3s. So all these factors kind of play into a jumbo. That's why I really don't like to quote them too, because there's so many moving parts. But as a general rule, 20% down minimum. I will say that there are programs that I'm starting to see out there that are jumbo financing with 5% down and no MI. I've seen that product out there. In fact, hopefully we'll be offering that product very, very soon. So this starting again, the whole we talked about it. I think it was on Trending Tuesday or maybe it was Monday Newsmakers or whatever. About the products and the need there for products and getting more people into the arena of purchasing homes and getting lenders into the arena of purchasing homes. Well, this then spurs that type of activity where we get additional products, which gets more people into the game of home ownership, and everybody, if done right, everybody wins.
Right. I just picked up a property because I do fix and flip. We just picked up a property for about 162, 165 after closing costs. That is worth about 735 when we fix it up. So this is a good opportunity for somebody to qualify for that jumbo loan. They probably would qualify for that jumbo loan. Although one of the neighbors I saw 2 months ago paid cash, like $800,000 cash. So I was like, okay, so that's the neighborhood that we're buying, and so hopefully it's a pretty rehab. But
Nice. So yeah, in jumbo world, I mean, jumbo world is a little different, right? I mean, again, there's fewer people in that pool, so those houses tend to sit on the market a little longer, right? There may be other demands on jumbo type homes that aren't on smaller valued homes. Such as some of these jumbo loans have golf course memberships. Well, they want the membership maybe to transfer over with the sale of the house, that sort of thing, that you may not get on a conforming loan. So jumbo can be a tricky deal.
Well, this house, no HOA.
Oh, that's good. So, and that's one thing that's interesting here. In Arizona, we do have a lot of properties that fall into that jumbo category that are acreage, horse properties, whatever. Yeah. That many people outside of Phoenix may not be aware of. So we have quite a few of those properties here.
Can I drop the property really quick? It'll be ready in about 7 months.
Yeah,
Get it sold. It's got a guest house, about 1,500 square foot guest house. It's on an acre lot with a pool, about a $2,700 square foot house. So a total of 4,100 square feet on the property. On an acre, a little over an acre.
All right, awesome. All right, well,
$750. Right.
Nice. So, Stefan, I think you and I talked about this before. I would like to maybe do like a feature Friday. I think that would be a great thing for us to do in the future, in the near future.
Not this Friday.
Not this Friday. Maybe next Friday we'll do a feature Friday, and we'll get some pictures and we'll get some video and things like that of properties, subdivisions, whatever, and we'll start featuring some of these properties that you're rehabbing, because you do a really nice job on your properties.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about some things that you get. Now, I have some questions here. I don't want to bombard you with these questions, but I'd be more than happy to share them with you, and you can ask me, or we can go with what you had asked earlier.
Let's go with one of yours, one of mine. We'll take turns.
Okay. So these are just some. Well, let's start off. We're starting to enter into the holiday season, right? And a lot of people, and traditionally, real estate then starts to kind of pull back a little bit as far as buying and selling. So my question to you is, when is a good time to sell or purchase property? Or is there a good time to
I get this question a lot. So there's a title guy, and I used to mastermind about it, but January 8th through the 10th is when about everybody lists their house because the holidays are over January 8th through the 10th. So the best time to buy or the best time to list would be before then, right? That way you have the opportunity to snag buyers that don't see the inventory, because once January 8th through 10th goes, you have more inventory and more competition. So the best time to list a house is actually in December and to sell in January. A lot of people have the Christmas spirit, or they need funds for Christmas. Well, guess what? You're not going to close until January, or even maybe in February, maybe after your tax return. So the best time to list a house is before everyone else. We can agree on that, right?
Yeah, we could agree on that. Absolutely.
So if everyone else is doing the first week or second week of January, then it behooves us to do it at least January 1st. But I would say the sooner the better. And something we just talk about is the interest rates. We don't know what the interest rates are going to do come 2017. We know that where they're at now. We know that I think they've committed to staying at where they're at now. I think I heard something yesterday too, that they're definitely not going to go up before January. But so as far as buying a house at today's interest rates is the best. We don't know what's going to happen in 3, 4, 5 months. And not a lot of people are buying right now either because of the holidays, right? So they have this mindset that if I buy a house today, I'm going to need to come up with money to buy the house. Well, there's these 0% down programs. There's a bunch of down payment assistance programs. But more importantly, if I buy a house today, like what is today? The third, fourth, third. All right. Let's say it's a 30-day close. Okay, December 3rd.
Yep.
My first mortgage payment isn't on December 3rd. It's not even on January 1st. It's not until February. So if I bought a house today, of course you'd have to prepay the interest. I'll use that as a disclaimer. But if I put an offer on a house today, moved it, and I can move in on December 3rd, the day it records, I live in this house all December through the holidays, January, and my first mortgage payment isn't until February. So at this interest rate. So I say now. So I guess the short answer would have been now. So that's the best time to list now, because there's no competition on in the market for houses, and now because the interest rates are so low.
Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of people, a lot of experts even say, hey, when there's less competition on the MLS or listings out there, is a great time to list your property. Some might argue that it's not a good time to list your property. It's better to list when the frenzy's going on, maybe in the summer when kids are out of school, whatever.
Right.
The reality is, and it's the best time is when you're ready to sell, because selling a home is an emotional thing in of itself. You get emotionally attached to the home. There's a lot of memories in the home. There's a lot of things that have happened in the home that you're really fond of. And so parting with those memories and those attachments can be a difficult and emotional decision. So the best time really is when you're ready, I think.
I call it March Madness. So speaking of the trends, because everybody gets their tax returns in February and March, and they start buying houses with their down payments. And baseball fans are here. We're in Phoenix. We have spring training. We get about 30,000 visitors every week to come watch the spring training. How exciting is it that the Cleveland Indians and the Cubs both play here in Phoenix in March?
It's crazy.
I mean, pretty much everybody that was in the playoffs is here. So you guys want to see talent? $6, get a ticket. I think the beers cost more than the tickets. So when you go to the games, but you can go sit on the grass. It's beautiful, 70 degrees. We'll talk about that a few months from now. But I call it March Madness because everyone's buying right then, and you got all these out-of-staters visiting baseball. Like, well, I can buy a house for $120,000. Yeah. And I also add this: like, if you as a realtor cannot find a buyer in March, then maybe you shouldn't be a realtor. Maybe it's not your calling, because they're literally everywhere.
Right.
Because they're getting their taxes done. What do? We were thinking about buying. Oh, really? Oh, good luck with that. And then, I mean, just tell them you're a realtor. But yeah, that's the best barometer. So everybody out there, if you can't find a buyer in March, then maybe it's something else.
Yeah, no, I agree. Phoenix is a little bit different, right? Because March in the northern hemisphere, well, we're in the northern hemisphere, but in the northern part of the United States, especially on the East Coast, is one of these. Everybody's going on spring break. It's a whole different atmosphere. Here in Arizona, it's beautiful here weather-wise. So we don't have these weather inhibitors that prevent people from buying homes. But I always, you're right on track, because I always say after the Super Bowl. It seems like after the Super Bowl, it starts to pick right up, and it does start to build momentum, and it really can be a predictor of the rest of the year. At least that's what I've seen anyway. So selling your home right now, there's a lot of people out there who really like the fact that they can sell them now because of less competition. Or buy, I guess I should say, on the buy side, even, especially if you have a home on the seller side, if you have a home that maybe isn't quite up to all the, maybe you don't have granite, maybe you don't have some of the other bells and whistles, now would be a great time to sell because of the lower inventory selection, if you will. If you're a buyer, it's a great time to sell because the seller's not maybe getting as many offers, and so you're not competing with as many offers. So this is a good time to buy if you can. But families, uprooting, getting new schools, all that, there's a lot that goes into selling and purchasing a home.
And moving during the holidays, I think that's somebody's
it's
issue.
a lot. It's
not my issue, but somebody's.
Right. Now, some other things, and these questions here, I think, I pulled these off, and I've asked these questions. I've done a podcast on these questions before. These are probably more questions that you should be asking your realtor. Well,
I'm here. Ask me one.
So this one, are you a full-time professional real estate agent?
Yes.
Yes. How long have you worked full-time in real estate?
Over 6 years.
How long have you been representing buyers?
Over 6 years.
What professional?
Honestly, probably my first buyer was about 3 months in, so about 6 years.
All right, 6 years. That's a kind of obvious question, Captain Obvious. What professional designations do you have?
Oh, that's a great question. I just got one. What is that designation we just got with downpayment.org? Yeah, I have a certificate. I just got it. I just literally got it this week. Grab it. Grab me the certificate. Not the red thing. The certificate that's in a frame. That's a great. So, anyways, I have one.
All right.
and it's terrible that I don't have it. It's a great question. It's for down payment assistance professionals, advisor, some kind of financial advising for the thing. I'll tell you that when they're looking at, I got the people behind me looking for the piece of paper that has a certificate.
And I think even as a side note to that, there are a lot of realtors with a lot of different designations out there. The average consumer, I don't think, really knows what those designations are, or I don't even know if they care.
Yeah, so let's talk about designations, because usually I don't have them. If you would have asked me last week, I wouldn't have had it yet, so I would have said none. I don't need them. I do deals, and I think that qualifies me more than some people go to these classes and become like certified for veteran loans, and maybe they do 2 a year. Well, I do like 10 a year. So does the designation make me better at it? Or does the experience make me better at it? And then they also say with great designations comes great responsibility. So right, you're more liable if you have a bunch of letters at the end of your name.
Right.
Okay, I'll let them keep looking. But I do have a designation. It's for the down payment assistance programs out there.
Yep.
So if anybody's looking for the 0% down programs, or what they might qualify for, the Maricopa County has like 2 or 3 right off the top. Might be up to 5, depending on your situation. So reach out to me, reach out to Jayson on that stuff, and we'll see what we can do for you. But keep the questions going. I like it. I fumbled on that one. I should have just said yes.
Okay, so do you have a personal assistant team or staff to handle different parts of the purchase?
Yes, I have Rosanna that handles my designations.
Okay.
Because she hasn't had.
Rosanna?
But she's my admin. She's my guru. She's the queen bee here at the office. And I have Judith for transactions. I have 4 buyers agents, a showing agent, and we had a listing agent, but we transitioned them into more of an overall agent.
All right. Well, that kind of answers the next question, because the next question was, what are their names and how will each of them help my transaction? How do I communicate with them? What's your best form of communication? How about that?
Emails. The best way is emails, because then we're all part of the same email chain.
Okay.
I have an email that goes out to all of the faucets. But then this is an email generation where we do e-signing and we, order our photos online. Everything is online. So.
Okay. Next question here. I'm going to fire these at you because I like this here. We got about a minute and a half here. We're going to knock this out.
I'm ready.
Do you have a website that will list my home? Can I have?
Yes.
Can I have the URL address?
Yes. I don't know it right now. That's what I pay Rosanna for. So I'll get that to you.
All right. And you know what? I'll put it on this show too. Eventually, that's a good thing for us to have. I need to put our websites on the show. Duh.
I have 6 websites, so it depends on where you're at. I have Waddell Homes for Sale, Goodyear Homes on the Facebook. So it depends on where you're at and who we're targeting to. But the most important thing is we start going to like what we're doing for marketing and how we're reaching out to people across the world. With hashtags and specific marketing on Facebook to get those buyers for you.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right. So next question here. How will you keep in contact with me during the selling process, and how often?
Every Tuesday. Every Tuesday we call all of our listings. We have an auto email that comes out Mondays that shows on the MLS how many people have liked it, saved it, and stuff that comes out to you. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get that information, and then also we do a Trulia Zillow report that shows how many people on Trulia and Zillow have looked at your properties. As well as so those come out to your auto email, and then what happens on Tuesday is I talk to you about the feedback that we've gotten over the weekend, mm-hmm. things like that. So a phone call every Tuesday, auto emails every Monday.
All right, cool. That's we're pressed for time here a little bit, so we got 20 seconds left here. Good job.
How'd I do?
You did awesome. You did awesome. That was fantastic. On the spot, Johnny on the spot, thinking on your feet. That was beautiful. Now you got your cup of coffee. You're ready to go. All right, so everyone, hey, thanks for watching this episode of 22 Minutes here. We certainly would love to contact you or have you contact us. We'd love to talk to you. So until next time, take care, everyone, and we will see you out there very soon.
All right, thanks, Jason. See you guys.